Alrighty, there we go. I was messing with the title a little bit, guys. Sorry for the wait. I'm trying to figure out which Chilling with My Viera episode this is, because I realized I stopped numbering it after a certain time. Um, After number 14, I think I stopped numbering it, so I just went up the dates of it and went 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I believe this is 24, if we're excluding the fishing voyages, or sorry, not voyages, but like the fishing streams. I figure, like, I'm still keeping it as part of the Chilling with My Viera series on YouTube. But as for, like, the titles, I still want to have, like, Fishing with My Viera as a separate title. Just because I just feel like not everyone's going to want to watch fishing. But it is part of the playlist still, so. But yeah, the fishing has probably been one of my favorite things to do with Astra, honestly. And it still is Chilling with My Viera. I have half a mind to rename all those ones, but then that would change what number this one is. So, this may or may not be Chilling with My Viera Part 24. We'll see, though. And this is day 229 of streaming every single day. This is a almost another checkpoint. I'd say like 2:30 is like a pretty good checkpoint as well. We're getting very close to the end of the year. I'm hoping to be able to make it a year, at least, for streaming every day. I honestly don't think I'll be able to do it for 2 years. I don't think I'll be able to do it for 1.5 years. I think just 1 year is good enough for me. I feel like it's been a very fun journey so far, so I just wanted to say that. And yeah, here we are. We're gonna be skipping through Endwalker today. I just realized I never put, like, any tags on what I was doing. MSQ. Endwalker, MSQ, there we go. That said, we're not watching it this time around. Because I realized that me getting my glamour is more important to me. Oh? What? What? I've never seen that before. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I think getting the glam is actually more important to me than rewatching the cutscenes or the story, because this story still has a place in my memory, my heart. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like that first experience can never be matched. I do want to rewatch it again, but as I've said many times before, I'm already rewatching it all on Aaronville, and I just don't feel like watching it 3 times over. Unless it's in the way distant future. As it is, honestly, it probably will be the way distant future. I do have to stream, the new FF14 event on Aaronville. Because I like to document those especially, since they go away. I feel like for me, it's always been like a lighting up moment. Like, whenever I see, old videos on the old events I never got to do. And I just hope that maybe one of the videos I make, too, can be that for someone in the future. That would be very magical. But yeah. Here we go. I want to watch the voice cutscenes. Some of them, some, not all. I was gonna say, I think he's on this side. You know, it'd be really cool if we got, Medion's race as a race we could play as. Also, Wow, she has like a perpetual kneel emote. That's really nice. It is a little bit stiff, obviously, but I do like that pose. Wish we had it. I think, like, story-wise, Midian was not my favorite character, but design-wise, she has to be one of my top favorites. I really like her design. Top tier design, in my opinion. Why is this not working? Like, I need to, like, click on this, and then... And it's still not working. I'm trying to take a screenshot with the snip tool. There we go. I don't know why sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. My bottom bar was showing. That was annoying. Let's see what she has to say. I'm surprised she's not, like, reacting to us right here until the cutscene. Also, fun fact, this was the first cutscene I ever saw in Japanese because it was on YouTube. This is when I figured out that you can have a Japanese audio on English version of the game. Hello, Rio, how are you today?
君は
あなたみんなと違う仲間もしかして私たちだからその仲良く待ってねこんにちは聞こえますか私はあなたに敵対するものじゃありませんあなたの音を聞き思いを感じ考えを知りたいのですどうか仲良くしてくれませんか仲良くしませんか
I like her voice in Japanese.
ああ、見つけられたんだね。ヒトロダイウスか。会うのは久しぶりだ。そうだね。職場同士はしょっちゅう連絡し合ってるけど、今日は君に会いたいって人たちを連れてきたんだ。14人委員会の
エメトセルクだ。お前が所長のヘルメスで間違いないな。
ああ、ヘルメスだ。アーモロートからでは遠かっただろう。
まあな。だが、エルピスの用途を思えば仕方のないことだ。こいつに案内役を頼む羽目になったのは不本意だがな。
失礼しちゃうな。私は
Wait, this is far from Amarat?
だというのに。それからこちらがさっきプロピュライオンで拾ったってなんだか懐かれてるね。そっちの青い子はヘルメスの使い魔かい？彼女はメーティオンという流星を意味する名だ。へえ、随分と構成するエーテルが薄いんだね。これだとあまりに脆い気がするけれど、創造物管理局にも届け出てないでしょう。 イデアを見た覚えがないや。彼女は自分の個人的な研究のために想像した。けれどまだ成果を得ていない段階だ。だから申請できていないが、いずれは伺うつもりでいる。その時はよろしく頼む。了解。確かに君はここの所長であると同時に飛行生物創造の第一人者だからね。こだわりもあるんだろう。申請のんびりお待ちしているよ。
それも結構なことだが、こちらも仕事の話がある。私が来た時点でおおむね察しているだろうがな。
承知した。ひとまず奥の館で待っていてくれ。自分も観察対象たちを造物院に返したら。
ヘルメス、どうした？
アンビストマが一匹足りない。その子たちと同じエーテルなら、あっちの方向、敷地の外にいるみたいだね。それも木の上だ。
木に登ったのか、あの手足で。
That's an offense to Lalafell right there.
空を泳ぐ魚を作ってから水生生物に浮遊能力をつけるのが流行っている。アンビストマもわずかに頑張れば木くらい登れる。だが降りられないのかもしれない。
Also, I'm good. Thank you for asking, Ryu. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Hello, Sonic. How are you today? Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard, but this was the first cutscene I had seen in Japanese on the internet before. This is the cutscene that I had seen that I said, oh, I'm gonna change my game audio to Japanese now. But it was in, it was in Post-Endwalker that I ended up changing it. That's when I had seen the video. A little hard to hear their voices. Wait, really? Should I turn that up? I feel like voices are up though. Oh, hang on, let me do this. I think I turned down the general bar for XIV just a little bit ago. Because it was really loud. With Fan Daniel's incessant screaming. Good question about Silk. Suppose we'll never know. I want to pet it really bad. Actually, wait a second. I think someone put axolotl inside the FC chest. I don't know what it was called. Axolotl app. There we go. We found the missing one, guys! Look, see? Where's your mount? Where's our mount? LOL? Yeah, that'd be from, P12S. Well, you just want to install it? No! I had it! Very suspicious of you, right? They won't know. This was a gift from Hithlodeus. Also, I noticed they said Heterodaius in Japanese. That was interesting. Oh yeah, Hermes is up there. He looks ridiculous. Look at him. And the axolotl. Wait, is that mine? That's mine. Never mind. Oh wait, no, that's not mine. Wait. Wait, where did mine go? There you are. I like that they kept them the same size. I was confused for a second. So yeah, this is not mine right there. I love how it's down on the ground and he's up in the tree instead. Hello, elephant. How are you today? Yeah, guys, don't you wish that we had Medion's attire? Like, I wish they had the wing things that she has as ears. I wish you could have that as a hat that goes over whatever ears your race has. Like, that would be amazing. And same with the tail. Like, I would really like that. Like, I would actually wear that on one of my characters at least. My starboard alt would be complete then. Yeah, right? I mean, I just really love the way they have her tail and her ears. Like, I would love those ears. Like, I would be wearing that with, like, any of my glams. I'd probably get that on Alfie, actually. I also like how it does the heel thing for the shoes. I would switch to that race, right? I would too. I mean, if it was a race, then, that would be awesome. I don't think they'd probably do, like, a race like that, because look at the tail. I mean, I would love that, though, as a race. Like, I would actually love that. Alfie would be Fantasiaing. It'd be like, instead of Aura, you'd have a bird run. Bird race. I think it's really cool, though. I just meant, like, the outfit. Like, if they were to make her outfit Mog Station at some point, I would definitely be buying that. Especially if the ears were, dyeable, the headpiece. And if it took over your ear. Like, whatever ear you have. It's not voiced. We'll skip this one. They might add the outfit way down the line. Yeah, it has already been a long time though. That's why I was starting to lose hope. I have a bad feeling that if they made her outfit a thing, they wouldn't include the tail that she has or the ears she has because it's technically not part of the outfit. I would really hope they would keep it. I suppose there might be some people that probably wouldn't want that. I think the only way to justify it then is if they did make a race. If it didn't come with the tail and ears. I see, I see. I mean, they just recently gave us Shadowbringers NPC outfits. Yeah, that's true, that's true. My main concern is, like, they might not add the ears as a headpiece, is what I'm saying. Not that it won't be ever added in the future. I'm just saying that I feel like they might not add the ears. I do have hope that they would make it dyeable now, though. I just hope that they would make the right pieces dyeable. Like, I'd say the dark blue part would probably be one, and then the light blue, maybe? Or maybe those two would dye together and then you can dye the silver. Because that might be nice, too. Look how long it took them to give us Ice Heart's outfit. Yeah, that's true. That one took a really long time. She still says the same thing. I don't think I tuned the Aetheryte yet. Yeah, I just hope that when they add that outfit, that it would be, it would come with her ears that are dyeable. So I'd be using that on every glamour. point of view, the devs be like, why would the warriors of light want to dress up as the literal destruction bird? Actually, I don't think we even have like a Xenos outfit. At least they have an outfit similar to Fan Daniels and Met Salks and not La Habrea. What was it? Elidibus. Is it though?
やましい話じゃないが、人の今後を左右する大事な話だ。どこから来たのかも言えないようなやつに聞かせられるものか。
Yay! Glad you can hear.
なんだ、食ってかかる気か？
I thought they said we can go with. I think I said the bottom one before.
それはヘルメスとだろう。私の要件が終わった後にいくらでも話すがいいさ。
自分は彼に同席してもらっても構わない。
He's like, this is confidential.
こいつは
メーティオンに気に入られた存在だということは、自分にとってどんな言葉で論じられるよりも信用に値する。それに第三者がいてくれた方が冷静でいられそうだ。
わかった。お前の意見を尊重しよう。
I wish we could tell them.
静かに聞いているんだぞ。
That was funnier to hear as a Lalafell. Like, behave yourself, will you? His flow!
それで
The piano version.
話というのはやはり。
ああ。ファダニエルが座を降りることを決めた。公認としてお前を推挙している。14人委員会としても、お前の実績と深い知識を買って、その提案を受ける方向で動いている。あえて面識がない私がここに来たのは、公正な目で近況を確認するため。そして何より、お前自身の意志を問うためだ。現ファダニエルも、もともとはここの所長だ。公私ともに、お前と親交があったと聞く。座を譲りたいという旨も、何度か話をしていたそうじゃないか。だから予測がついていたんだろう。
そうだ。私がなすべき仕事を終える時には、お前を襲おうと、あの方は何かにつけておっしゃっていた。
とてもじゃないが、喜んでいるようには見えないな。それほど14人委員会の名を背負うのが嫌か。
いや、そうじゃない。そうじゃないんだ。委員会に推挙してもらえたことは光栄に思う。研究ばかりの自分には過ぎるほどの申し出だ。
Not quite yet, Spooky Nebby, but hey, how are you today?
現ファダニエルが座を降りようとしていること。それそのものが割り切れない。やはり彼は星に帰るのだろうか。
That was a harsh reality back then, that's right.
そのつもりだとは聞いている。過去に14人委員会に属した者も、ほとんどが退任とともに帰っているしな。
It's kind of a hard existence.
星に帰るは死ぬのこと？
Hey, nice, nice.
おや？珍しいね。 エルピスではそう呼ぶ方が主流なのか
Glad to
い？
hear it, glad to hear it.
その言葉を使う人はめったにいないと思っていたけれど、我らは星の意志であり細胞である。この命こそが星に流るる血の一滴、己神のごとく星を育め、それが私たち人の役割だよ。星を良くすることで、そこに生きるすべてのものが幸せでいられるようにするわけだね。みんなそのために知り、考え、
The
作り
echoing.
出してきた。おかげで原初の頃は荒々しかったという星は、これほどまでに穏やかに優しいものになった。星に帰るというのは、そうして星を育んだ者にこそ与えられる選択肢だ。大いに生き、己のやるべきことを果たしたと思ったときに、人々はそれを選ぶ。最後の瞬間はいつだって、それは美しいものさ。
14人委員会に加わった者とて、その流れからは逸脱しない。ここで存分に役目を果たせたら、まさしく帰るにふさわしいと多くの者は考える。私たちの座はついた者にとって名数と同義だ。ごく一部の例外を除いてな。
So this is why
ファダニエル
everything is
が
the
帰
way it
るのを
is
認め
because
ら
of
れない
that.
のは、彼の功績がそれに値しないと考えているからか？知らないわけはないと思うが、あの御人は多くの素晴らしいイデアを生み出した。こと新たな動物を作ることにかけてはな、エルピスでの経験を生かし、いくつもの種を生み出したものだ。
もちろんそれはよくわかっている。自分はただあれほど偉大で命を知る人であっても、やはりそうして終わりを選ぶのかと。
Hmm. Now she feels bad for mentioning it.
不がいない。こちらの動揺が彼女にまで伝わってしまったようだ。同席を進めておいてすまないが、
Yeah, that's definitely a race. The way her ears moved like that.
気分転換をした方がいい。
Emotive ears. Actually, that would be crazy. Thing is, we had stuff to say too. It's okay, it's okay. I like walks. We can do that. Oh, this way? I would actually walk, but I don't know. Oh yeah, one thing I would really hope they would do if they added her outfit to the Mog Station is that they don't make it one piece set. Like, please don't do that. I hope that they would decide to make each piece separately, including her shorts from her dress. Like, her shorts are actually, like, really unique. Another good piece that I would probably use, in a lot of glamours. It's hard to find good shorts. Like, ones that, fit under skirts that are short. Those are always the ones I struggle to find the most. Oh, we saw that one already. Let's go this way. I like how, like, all the NPCs here, treat you like a familiar of Asm. I just think it's really funny. Orei? That sounds like a nightmare. Mm-hmm. So who is this? If it's... People always say it's a Metzelk, but... Emmett the Spy? What, are you saying that he came through the portal magically? With us? Or it's a Metzelk's familiar or something? I don't know, but the resemblance is uncanny. Right? Also, I love the way this dialogue looks. What? I never saw that, Rio. Hmm. I want to say fishing, but they don't have fishing here. Darn it. Fishing. Where's fishing? I should just say gathering. Now the bird's looking over. You're disturbing my peace, says the shoebill. What is up with this bird? I literally don't get it. I just can't with the Emmet Salk theory. It's just too goofy. There's no way. Oh yeah, that's right. So my retainer actually brought me back shoebill. That's a joke, by the way. A half joke. Essentially the last tome event they had that had the shoebill, I got it on Ozja with whatever bonus points I had on him, and I gave it to Alfie through our FC chest. That was amazing. I brought back the, essentially her retainer brought back the shoebill, technically speaking. Obviously not in actuality, though. It'd be cool if you could, though. So I remember in one of these buildings there was a, an apple? Or something? He likes caramel apples, I think? Syrup, okay. Candied apple, yeah. I highly doubt they would ever make her race a race in the game, though. Like, just thinking about it again. Yeah, that tail would be a really hard thing to work with. What they had to deal with Viera ears, the fact it's not complete even now. I don't think there's a chance of that. Wow. You hear this, Hythlodaeus? Yeah, that's true. Wait, what would have happened if we gave Fandaniel a candied apple back then? How would he have responded? And that's like, oh, what a bother. Of course, of course. We're behaving, we're behaving. True. Also, I didn't realize how, like, very white Hythlodaeus' hair was. On my old computer, his hair looked so much more purple. It's strange, really. It's actually rather shocking, because I even drew him that way, and I was confused when I saw pictures online that were like with white hair and like pink or purplish like tips, like highlights. That was such a weird thing for me. So I had been sure for a long time that his hair was just straight up purple. I think it's a weird, like, mix. I think he's more like, why is he staring at me right now? We don't want him to be suspicious of us too, but... so strange. Hmm. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. I believe they did. Didn't they? I'd love this as a mount, actually. Pet a Lauda mount. Let's take a picture, shall we? Hmm. What? Hmm. That's weird. So that's why they're saying it's weird that our character has a soul. Despite being what looks to be like a creation. Oh my gosh. Did not just say that in front of her. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Hmm. Do these guys change depending on like your playthrough or something? He said right now they're lightning aspected. I wonder if someone's caught them as fire or ice. Or if they're stagnant and just stay as lightning here, I'm not sure. Are they eating that? That's weird. Oh, I just remembered his whole thing about this facility. Oh. Point of view. Today we'll be skipping through Endwalker. Also me. Watching cutscenes. Well, let's go. Oh! I wonder if it's that cutscene. Wait, not yet, not yet, not yet. Is this voiced? Might be.
見事なものだろう。アンペロスという。少しいいか。経過を聞かせてもらいたい。
それエルピスの花。私と一緒のエーテル系や。
その花はこの施設で作られたんだ。それでエルピスの名を冠している。
It's crazy that we have the name of the flower still.
美しい花を作ることを愛している職員がいた。彼女が試行錯誤するうちに偶然生み出したのだという。面白いのは何と言っても周囲の心を映してまとう色を変えるところだ。とはいえここでも地上でも陰りなき純白をまとっていることが大半だが。
へえ、人の心を映す。それってどういう仕組みなんだい？
世界にはエーテルとはまた異なる思いが動かす力というものがある。自分たちがエーテルを自在に操るように、この花はその力を受けたり作用させることができ
Or
る。
Akasha, as Nidana was saying. It's called
とはい
Dynamis
え
here.
花自身には明確な意志がない。だから周囲の感情によって動いた力を受け、それを
The
色
prevailing
や
emotion.
輝きといった現象に変換しているんだ。
アーカー社はラザハン式の錬金術に存在する概念で、目には見えない力の一つよ。思いが動かす力なんて言われてるんだ。
What is this energy called?
アーカーシャ。その呼び名には心当たりがないが、話を聞くに同じものを指しているように思う。
When does he say it's
自
Dynamis?
分たちはその力をデュナミスと呼んでいる。
Dunamis, see? It was Dunamis.
そしてエルピスの花のようにデュナミスを操ることができる
Yep.
存在。思いを自在に現象へと変えられ
Can't
る
believe they
存
named
在
something
を
different in English. Dunamis is an actual thing. When you look that up, Dynamis doesn't have a thing.
ああ、その子は世界で最初の意志を持つエンテレケイアなんだ。
待て待て。エーテルとは異なる力、デュナミスだと。そんなもの、私ですら初めて聞くが。
無理からぬことだ。まずデュナミスは人に見えないし感じ取れもしない。
Wonder what everyone else is doing back
長
home.
らくあるに違い
Well, we're
ない
out
とさ
here
れていたが、
having the time of our
エル
lives
ピスの花が
investigating.
偶然想像されるまでは存在を実証することさえできていなかった。次にデュナミスはエーテルと比べてずっと弱い力だ。普通の状態ではエーテルに押し負けかき消されてしまう。だから自分たちのように多量のエーテルを有し、何につけてもエーテルを活用する生物はデュナミスを使う必要がない。まさにあってない存在だ。ごく一部の研究者にしか知られていないのもうなずけるかな。
Wait, what would happen then? See, this kind of takes down one of my theories. One of my theories about, like, what if our Warrior of Light became, rejoined the full amount, but not the rest of the world, right? Like, just our reflections? How would that work then? Because they're saying, yeah, because our beings are of Dunamis, as they're saying. Yet, ancients were of Aether completely. Yet, Dynamis beings can also use Aether a little bit. Not, I mean, how else are we attuning to things? Like, they just said it's like really thin in Aether. But, it's really weird. So Aether beings can't use Dynamis at all, yet Dynamis beings can use a little bit of Aether. That's interesting. How does that work?
なるほどな。しかし、だとしたらどうしてお前はエンテレケイアを、メーティオンを生み出した？
Intelekia? Oh no.
アーテリスはエーテルが特別に濃い星だ。
Oh.
それこそ名の由来になるほどに。だが宇宙全体で見れば計算上全ての質量とエネルギーの 68.3% をデュナミスが占めると考えられている。エーテルとは比べ物にならないほど大きいんだ。それを自在に操れるとしたら、
Oh, it's so cursed. He's using his own creation to harness this ability.
石を浮かてすとも滝のように勢いをつければ岩をも削っていくようにデュナミスがエーテルに勝る力になるかもしれない。
Overall, we're all judgmentally staring at him.
とは言ったものの実のところ自分は
That
そん
was
な大それた
so
目的を持ってい
awkward.
るわけじゃない。
Like pit in your stomach awkward with the music stopping and everything. Ugh.
宇宙を飛ぶものを作りたかった。
Goodness.
そのために生涯では補給しにくくなるエーテルではなく 別の力を利用できるようにしてはどうかと考えたんだ。
ああ、だからその子は極端にエーテルが薄かったのか。
ご明察だ。
あなたも薄いと感じる。だからエンテレケイヤの仲間と思った。違う？
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to say the bottom one. What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? I don't remember what I said on Alfie. Darn it. I'm gonna say the middle one this time. Wow. That face. I was just
エーテル
offended
が薄けれ
face.
ばエンテレケイヤになるというわけじゃない。だがデュナミスに干渉しやすくなるのは確かだろう。それが思いもよらぬ勝利や逆転につながるかもしれない。
Oh my gosh.
君の特
That's
性として
hilarious.
大切にするといい。
Mm-hmm.
ああ、待たせたままになっていた。まだいくつか確認したいことがあるから済ませてくる。
Interesting. We're friends in thinness? Oh my goodness, that sounds hilarious. Wait. The cute little Elpis flowers. They're so pretty. I really hope we get these as a flower in the game. Goodness. Actually, that would be amazing. I would use that as a corsage. Actually, wait. So what if they gave us Elpis flowers as a growable flower in your apartment, and then you can have it as a corsage for your head, necklace, earrings, or a bracelet? Like, that'd be amazing. Like the one flower that you can use any accessory for. And it would change different colors, right? The part that Emmett doesn't like is that no one told him that this other form exists. I think I asked the top one before, but we know what he does, too. I didn't notice he does this, like, sulk. What? I didn't know this was a thing. You can talk to him again after that. Just like Asm with adventuring. Wait, former category includes Mitron, specialist in aquatic life. Logriff, specialist in terrestrial and husbandry. Halmarit, specialist in fungal and plant life. Emeraloth, specialist in medicine and healing. And Lahabrea, specialist in creation magics, who has brought forth phantom beings of the highest complexity. As for the latter category, there's Ultima, advocate for the arts, or of the arts, Igayorim, champion of enlightenment and rhetoric, Pastorat, preserver of discipline and order, Emetselk, keeper of the ethereal realm or underworld in the vernacular, Van Daniel, pursuer of extant phenomena, sounds about right, and Asm, traveler of the world and counselor to the people. Why didn't he say Elidibus? Isn't that the most important role? What, shall I revealing such details to you? Don't be silly. Even children know this much. You do well to remember it all. Wow, that's crazy! I didn't know there was a spot that said all the names! We know all the names now! Wait, please, please, please! Oh my gosh. I never knew that. I'm gonna have to like... Oh my gosh, I have to document that now. Charybdis. That is the shark. I believe that's literally a name for a shark. Isn't it? I think that was like an ancient shark. Like in real life or something. I knew there had to be something about the Dynamis thing. So I've been saying Dynamis the whole time, but I knew that when I looked it up to see what Dynamis actually is in the real world, Dynamis is literally not Dynamis, it's called Dunamis. That's why I'm surprised that they're saying Dunamis in Japanese. Because Dunamis is a real thing. And it literally, quite literally, is like the resolve. Oh, so Charybdis is this thing. Okay, that's not a shark. Yeah, Dunamis is a real thing. And so is Aether. It's quite literally like the space occupying the air around us that we can't see. If I remember correctly. I actually think I heard a long time ago that there was... at one point there was a way that people were able to gain power, quote unquote, like electricity or whatever, or like power, from like these poles that would go into the air and it would collect aether or whatever, just like the surrounding aether. I thought that was interesting, but I don't remember where I found that. That's why I appreciate like the story has like some elements of like old truths and stuff. I wasn't gonna watch anyone that was not voice cutscene. Okay, I was gonna say. Wait, he was. Oh, he was straight up gonna transform. I was confused because I wasn't remembering what happens next. Hmm. I think that's annoying too, because they were just gonna like unmake that creature. Where is Emmett? Where'd he go? Is he just like non-existent now? I know they said to have him like. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Hmm. I have the Alkanost, or the, Ocupet, however you say that, on, Alfie. Mhm. Mhm. Oh my gosh, I forgot you actually have to write that out. Oh my gosh. I wonder, was he all the way over here just a second ago? Could I have found him before? Darn it, he might have been over here. I should have just kept going. No, really, he probably was over here. Oh, come on. I could have seen what he said between. Oh, well. Perhaps that's for the Aaron playthrough.
いや、だから私に言われてもだな。
君ならばそのカリブディスが飛ぶのを助けてくれる。必ずそうしてくれるはずだと聞いた。偉大なるエメトセルクよ、どうか頼む。その子に飛び方を教えてやってくれ。
じゃないとヘルメス、今からここで大胆に変身する。
Hers was the cherry on
Oh, yeah,
top. Oh
oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
こうなったら手を貸してあげた方が早いと思うな。
何がおやおやだ。仕組んだのはお前だろ。
そんな人聞きの悪い。私はただそういう素晴らしい選択肢もあるって提示をしたまでさ。
Yeah, Thaddeus is so sly. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I just skipped a part. She said, please, I meant slot, please.
私は手伝いのために来たんじゃない。それだけはよくよく覚えておけよ。おい、地上からカリブディスを飛ばすのはお前がやれ。私が力を貸すのは空中での補助だけだ。
それじゃあ私たちはこの辺りから見物していようか。
Ah, yes, the granny. Or is it Granny? The Shadowbringers Collector's Edition mount.
さっきの質問だけど、ほら、エメとセル君がなぜ14人委員会に入ったのかって話。
Yes.
実は最初に14人委員会への誘いを受けたのは彼じゃなく私だったんだ。エーテルを見る目を買われてね。でも私は断った。確かに見ることにかけては人並み以上だけれど、あくまでも見るだけだ。エーテルを操作する方はどちらかというと下手な部類なのさ。実際転身もできないしね。見て知ることができても結果に対応する術がなくちゃ仕方ないだろう。その点エメとセルクは完璧だ。エーテルが見えるだけじゃなく、それを自在に引き寄せて強大な魔法を使うことができる。あれほど偉大な魔導士を私は他に知らないよ。だから私は彼を推したんだけど、彼を推薦する声は他にもたくさん届いていたんだ。それも世界中からね。なんでも以前彼に手を貸してもらった人たちが、彼の実力は確かなものだって声を上げたらしい。トーニーは驚いたんじゃないかな。彼としては人助けをしてたつもりなんてこれっぽっちもなかったようだからね。私とエメとセルクにはもう一人仲のいい友人がいるんだ。それがまあなんというか面白い人でね。やらなくてもいいことにいちいち首を突っ込んであわや大惨事みたいなことが常で、エメとセルクは呆れてばかりだけど、まあ心配もしているわけさ。だから呼ばれればついていくし、必要だと判断すれば助っ人に駆けつける。結果として周りからは エメとセルク自身が人助けをしてるように思われたってわけだ。本当にとびきり愉快な友人たちさ。彼らの望みが叶うようにすること、それが私にできる最良の星への貢献だ。エメとセルクは14人委員会の座は名数に等しいと言うけれど、だったら私の名数は友人たちのそれに等しいのだろうと思うよ。
Oh my.
いけないね、つい語っちゃった。どうにも君には親近感が湧いてしまうものだから。やっぱりその色、君の中にある色のせいかな。これほど似ているのに違うものだなんて。
すごいカリュバです。上手。
Wait, why couldn't Meteon
あれなら
transform
もう
into a
大丈
bird
夫。
to do that?
飛ぶ練習は終わりで良さそうだ。近くまで行ってエメとセルクに手を振ってあげなよ。終了の合図代わりにさ。
Yeah, no, he would never admit that. Yeah, it's all thanks to, Hades up there. That Silk. Meanwhile, we made Emmet Silk work. That it does. Well, see? You want cookie cutters. This is the problem. These people are all about, like, perfectionism and everyone being the same. That's why I feel like it'd be a little bit hard to have, like, if there were to be an expansion of the Ancients, like, where we actually get to go back, and live in that time, for whatever reason. And it'd be a while before they do anything like that. It's just a theory. I feel like it'd be really hard, because, yeah, like, all these people all Everyone wears the same thing. Because there's only, like, a few, like, important people. As you know, the 14. But I wonder how other parts of the world of Atheris handles things. Because as they said, even Elpis is really far from Amarat. And they really, like... They really kind of emphasized how Amensel had to come all the way out here just to do this, and how he needed a guide just to come here. Pretty much, pretty much. Oh my goodness. No, he's accepting it as something he took on. Oh my gosh. I never said that one before, so I think it's interesting he has a specific response to that one. And this is when we get to see a little bit into his head as well. I believe he poses a hard question. A hard subject, rather. It's essentially like cookie cutter situation. Because if I remember correctly, he's upset that the ancients have this thing where if any of them have a so-called defect, they will unmake the creation in order to ensure that it will always be quote-unquote perfect. So it has no room for error. And yeah, it's essentially like it's a hard subject, yeah. Because even people aren't cookie cutter, like not everyone's the same. It'd be dumb to think that it is that way. Everyone has different thoughts, opinions, different looks on life. Interesting. You have anything else to say? Hmm. Oh yes, it's this one, it's this one. Oh, wait, maybe not yet, maybe not yet. It's probably not yet. Yeah, not quite. We are also going to end stream soon. Forgot about this nice little spot. She described him, didn't she? I feel like I'm intruding. Supposed to be long blonde. Long blonde. Aether to Aether, that was that we did. I wanna rewatch that one cutscene with Emmet where he said sounds more like a flailing animal in determination. Like when they're, oh my gosh, in fight or flight or whatever. I'm like, wow. I want to say if I'm thin, it's because Emmet didn't do a good enough job. I want to say that one. At some point. That'd be funny. I wonder if he'd be the one making a gaping mouth face. Bigger than ostrich's hands? What? That's crazy. I like the blue flowers in there. What are those? Those forget-me-nots? Never mind. This one is not a good idea, Medion. Yeah, definitely not. I almost wish this was like a giant, like a giant orange circle for this one. So you can find it right away. So I would not be going near that one that we were just next to, the Ked trap or whatever. That said, it is a funny story. Not a marble! Medion, this is not a good idea. An Adonis? Really? That's what they call them here? That's so funny. I think I have a friend named that. This would be a funny joke now. I think in the Asm step they call these purr balls. Like purple marble. Purple? Purple. That's what they call them. No. Wait, why does she think that being shot at with seeds by a Ked trap is something you wouldn't want as a present, but something you literally got essentially eaten by? Why would you want that as... Yeah. We're already pretty close to this thing. Why don't we just get an Elpis flower? Is that what we ended up picking out? I don't remember. I just wanna trigger this thing. The griffin. This line, plus the start of that music, that is a whole mood right there. What's funny is they have this really good, like, They have this way of making you feel nostalgic about a place you've never been to before. And that was one of the things Elpis was for me. It was a place that felt oddly nostalgic for a place that we'd never been before. It's so strange. I mean, there are these tiny flowers here, but I don't know. Elbows flower? Elbows flower! They come in very small clusters, I see. Hmm? Oh, that's why. That's a concern. We need the Elpis Flower Preservation Act in Eorzea, so that we can grow them in our apartments. Yeah, I would love that. I would need, Elpis Flower earrings, Elpis Flower necklace, Elpis Flower corsage, Elpis Flower bracelet. I don't think you can have flower rings. If you could, yeah, I would be decked out in Elpis flowers. And that'd be the best too, because like you can grow them in certain colors. I suppose that'd be, well, kind of contradictory because it changes based on your emotion. But what if players could grow them to be the emotion that they feel or something? And they could just have it on. I think that'd be really cool. Like, it'd be a really cool way of adding self-expression. Because this is a very special flower in the game. And while, of course, your character wouldn't know when your emotions change, I think people would have a creative way of probably having different, like, glamour plates. Or different outfits with different versions of the Elpis flower depending on how they're feeling. I know I probably would do that. Can't believe she wants us to make the flower dark. This might make him go insane. You know, I'd probably dislike the flower too if every time I was around it, it just went dark. That'd be kind of depressing, wouldn't it? Oh, I love these so much. I need a backup to do that. I want to take a G pose with these here. No, I can't get it far enough away. I love the way that the cloud looks over there. I want him to be like closing his eyes though, so like the respect emote. I don't think I can do both at the same time. No, not that one. Concentrate. No, content? Content. No. Wait. Reflect. There's one. I suppose I could have made sure that Griffin wasn't there. What would it be? Enemy, there we go. Pretty music, meow. Yeah, it is pretty music. I love this place so much. One of my favorite zones, by far. I'd like to get one where he's not doing any face snap, just the kneel. Here we go. Oh, I realized the angle is slightly different because we have, yeah, there we go. There we go. Ah, yes. Opus. Not biased, just kidding, just kidding. Oh yeah, no, I'm completely biased to, the Amartine story, specifically. Like, honestly, I am very curious to see if they would have our character rejoined, not the rest of the world of Atheris, but our character. I feel like it'd be a weird moment, because you know how weird this is? We essentially went back in time, figured out that we're part Asian, and we've been essentially getting rid of our own kind, our own people, the entire time. And we never told the Scions that we were one of them. So that would be a very weird thing. I just think it'd be a very weird thing. Like, they've been trusting us for how long, and we figured this out a whole expansion ago now. It'd be cool. Like, honestly, I want to make a meme of, like, the Warrior of Light just, like, pulling down, like, this, Asm sigil across their face in a battle with the Scions behind them, and they just, like, gasp or make a face at the Warrior, like, what are you doing? Like, you've been one the whole time? You never told us? Like, that'd be so funny. But also, I feel like that would lead to, like, betrayal. What would they think of us? After all this time, we haven't told them that we're one of them. One of the convocation.
Hermes!
二人とも待っていてくれたのか。
話し合い終わった？
ああ、結論は出した。メーティオンを見ていてくれてありがとう。エメトセレクとヒトロダイエスには中にある客室でそのまま休んでもらうことになった。
They have rooms here?
君にも部
Wait,
屋
I
を
want an
用意させ
apartment
ても
here.
らう。
What?
案内しろ。
Oh? Wait. No.
私たちが先。
エルピスの花？
That sky is gorgeous, though.
お願い。
Oh my goodness, I love it so much.
暗い気持ち、寂しい色、ヘルメスだけじゃない。だからダメ、違う。
そうか。君はメイティオンの頼みを聞いてくれたのか。
And this is the dude that stole us from our bodies. This man right here.
よければ
Yes,
少し
evil indeed.
話をさせてもら
I
えない
hated
だ
that
ろう
fight.
か。
Considering I just had to do it a second time when I said I'd never do it ever again. I still have to do it for another one of my alts. Oh look! It's a hedgehog. I mean, it wasn't that bad doing it a second time, honestly. But it's
自分
still...
は人に定められた生き方を、星のために生きるということを悪いとは思っていな
I
い。
really like that purple shade. Even though it's actually the sadness shade, I
Daga.
actually really like it.
ここで働いているとどうしようもない違和感に襲われること
Now I
が
have a screenshot of it too. I need to come back to
ファダ
take
ニ
a
エル
snip
の
of
座
it.
について
Oh,
の話
here
を
we
受
go.
けたとき、ヒトロ
You're so
ダイウス
pretty.
が言っていたことを覚えているか。死とはやり遂げた者が選ぶ選択であり、
I'm
最
documenting
後
all
の
things
瞬間は
Elpis,
いつも
Old World,
美しいも
and
のだと。だが
flowers.
それはあくまで人の話だ。
Oh yeah, and convocation.
作られた生物が星の益にならないと判断された場合、彼らは問答無用で消される。死を与えられる。生まれ、処分の際は苦しませないようにしているが、死を与えられることを指した生物たちは怯え、憤る。その終わりは美しいものなんかじゃない。
Yeah, so since I accidentally clicked one of the progression too quickly, he said some scarcely are born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. Now, as you can see here, he said, we make an effort to spare them the pain, but they sense what awaits, rage and anguish, and cower in fear, and it is not beautiful. I'm with him on that one, but he's still psycho.
だが、そんな事実を誰も気にしていないんだ。星を良くするという目的は当然すぎるほどに当然で、誰しも疑うことなくそれを信じ行っている。自分の前には死にゆく生物たちの瞳には悲しみも絶望も理不尽への怒りも確かにあるのに、この世界はそう知らぬ顔で幸せそうに笑い続けるんだ。エルピスの花はいつだって無垢な白と明るい喜びの色に輝いている。そのことへの違和感が、何か暗いものが日に日に胸の内で膨れ上がっているんだ。周りにおかしいと叫んでやりたくなる一方で、おかしいのはこんなことを思う自分じゃないかと恐ろしくなってくる。だがこの世界で悲しみを知るのは、エルピスの花をこんな色に染めるのは自分だけじゃなかった。 花の傍らで何を思ったのかは聞かない。もしかしたらメイティオンにせがまれて仕方なくやってくれたことかもしれない。それでもありがとう。こうして確かに悲しみがあり、怒りがあり、苦しみがある。その事実を知っていてくれることが
Part of that suffering was caused by you. I mean,
こんなにも優しい。
hmm. Let's make it lighthearted.
そうだな。自分も君のように強くなりたいものだ。
I feel it's kind of our fault that he went over the edge,
君
though.
は天に輝く星の正体を知っているか？ここからじゃちっともそうは見えないが、あの一つ一つがアーテリスと同じ、あるいはさらに大きな大地でできている。これだけの数だ。自分たちは星のために生きているが、別の価値観を持つ生命もいるだろう。自分は彼らに問いかけたい。彼らがなぜ生きるのかを、命の意味を。だからデュナミスで天を飛ぶ鳥、メーティオンを作ったんだ。実のところメーティオンというのはここにいる一人だけじゃない。彼女には大勢の姉妹たちがいて、すでに宇宙へ飛び立っている。意志を持つ生命を探して星から星へと飛んでいるんだ。宇宙の探索は予想外の出来事の連続で、思ったような成果が上げられていない。だがそろそろ次こそは何かしらの結果が報告されそうなんだ。もし君がここに滞在している間に報告が届いたなら、この夜のお礼にきっと共有させてくれ。さて、これ以上夜が深くなる前に帰るとしよう。明日揃って寝ぼけた顔をしていてはエメとセルクたちに申し訳が立たない。メーティオン、そろそろ戻ろう。
Of course, she hears them. She's over here trying to contain herself as well. See, I don't know what people mean when they say that Endwalker was trash. I feel like these people didn't watch the story at all. I find it difficult to find things wrong with Endwalker. Maybe there could have been some things they changed, but, I mean, I liked how it went. It is as the saying goes, not gonna make everyone happy. I just can't believe it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh my. Oh, okay, okay. So isn't this the type of beast that would go straight to Pandemonium then? Honestly, not sure how anyone could be unhappy with Endwalker unless it's because of them killing off their favorite characters. I mean, what characters did they even kill off? I mean, I guess Melvin and the mom and dad of that one kid. Well, haven't we already passed most of the things? Unless you're talking about what I think you're talking about, in which case that wasn't really the same thing at all. Yeah, I don't want anyone to have spoilers either. That's why I won't talk about Dawn Trail stuff during this. But there are plenty. I mean, I suppose. Oh, actually, okay, never mind. I can think of one now. So that would be a thing? I don't know, I just... Is that a reason to hate a whole expansion? And just say that the whole thing was trash? 2 to 4, I think? Oh. Suppose I'm not remembering all of them then. Oh, wait, these things didn't pass, but how did they make it then? I know some ones still wanted to preserve it, but... Absolutely, absolutely. It's fiery, but I have ice. Mhm. But then I have to use fire anyways. Surprised that fire has an effect on the fire. Oh, that wasn't much at all. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, like, is that it? Am I doing well, Rio? Oh, that was it? Oh, you're the Black Mage Master. I only do PvP Black Mage. I mean, I'm not a master. I'm far from it. I still am messing up sometimes. I think that time that might have been right. I'm not sure. I also forgot my dot. He's having a moment.
それがいつかまた形を得るだろう。星を良くしなくたっていいんだ。君の生きたいという願いが。その時こそ。どうか。
At least he has his own respects for the creatures they made.
恨んだまま。
That's one of my favorite mounts right there.
その証に。苦しみはここへ置いていくといい。次に生まれる時にはきっと思うがまま大地と空を駆け回ってくれ。
See, Hermes was an interesting villain. Yeah, I don't think so, but sometimes I hate when they think when they think for something to be good, they gotta kill people off. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's true. To the previous conversation, yeah.
お前には向いていない。
自分がここを離れたって誰かが選別を続ければ同じことだ。教えてくれ。星を良くするという名分は今消えた吐息よりも重いのか。やり遂げた者が死ぬというならいつか星が最善に至った時にどうする。よくやったと満足して死に絶えるのか。
Hey Louis, how are you today?
ファダニエルの座をつけば今その座にいる彼が星に帰るのを肯定することになる。
Oh, that's why he had such
そ
a
れが
hard
正しいことなの
time.
かわからない。
I
こ
see
ん
what
な
he's
ことで
saying
悩んで
now.
しまう自分が人の代表として立っていいのかわからないって。
Playing WoW? Hey, nice.
怒らないで。責めるはダメ。
Yeah, stop it, dude. You're hurting me,
で
Dion.
も苦しい。
Calm down a bit.
すまない。まだ選べる余地が残っているなら少し頭を冷やし
So,
て考え
the
させ
reason he
てほしい。
doesn't want to become Vandaniel or the new Vandaniel
すまないか。案内は君に任せた。
is because
了解。好きにさせ
he
ても
feels
ら
like
う
that
か
would be
ら
approving
心
of
配ないよ。
his predecessor's passing. Why he got the Lala cloak? What Lala cloak?
君もここに来た目的が果たせることを願ってる。
The dress. It's not a Lalafell thing. What?
私たちはひとまず12節の園に
It's the
戻ろうか。
Elpis robes.
この後
Sophist's
どうする
attire.
かそこで相談しよ
Only Lala allowed. Oh my gosh.
そうだな。
Hey, this is my Viera. He's not gonna be a Lala. He's my Viera boy. Quite literally my favorite, second favorite character. As crazy as it is to say. I did not think I'd be saying that about any of my other characters. I'm glad they took us back here, so we didn't have to like run all the way back. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when the colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Ah, so that's what he's saying. He's saying he can understand it in sentiment, but it's still... he doesn't understand why it's so... like... such a big question. 'Cause yeah, he does seem a little bit abnormal to all these other ancients. I do appreciate they had someone that had a differing opinion as well in the story. Because I feel like it is odd that everyone would just be okay with... yeah, once you serve your purpose, you just like... yeah, you just like become one with the star again, and you like just be reborn. You just like willingly give up, and it's like, huh? You gotta do the voices and speak Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. I've only learned a little bit, but not enough to speak it. I kid you not, when I was watching Hunter x Hunter with no subtitles, for just at least the first few episodes, I could not understand Leorio or Kurapika. I could only understand Killua and Gon. Literally. I was like, how in the world? I feel like they might be using simplified, like, slang terms or something. So for whatever reason, I could actually somewhat understand that, but less so anyone else in the anime. Which is not very helpful. Because generally speaking, any Japanese you hear in anime in the first place is also slang. I feel like it's rarer to hear actual words that are used. in day-to-day life in anime. I wish they did though. Like if they had one, I think there might be a few that might actually use like day-to-day Japanese. I'd have to figure those out though. Yes, yes, of course. No, not yet. I want to see where our rooms were. Were they in here? Are these places to stay? Darn it, game. I wish we had a housing district in, Amarat. Like, actual Amarat. Oh, this one opens. That's right. I would be changing my house in a heartbeat. Oh, see, where's this emote? Where is this? You don't have this emote. You see that, Ryu? Floating book. A floating book. Get like a side angle real quick. What the heck? It'd be a long time before we get something like that. Yeah, I just really like if we had a Amarat, like actual Amarat, like housing district or something, or maybe a whatever the equivalent of like what is it? Like kind of like the middle of nowhere almost, like the countryside version of Atheris. The old world Atheris. I would move my house in a heartbeat. As you guys can tell, I like Elpis flowers, Elpis, Amarat, Convocation, their roles and duties, all the names. I think Daedalion is still one. Maybe that's the one that, certain someone in Dawntrail is. At least that's just my speculation. I don't know, did we see all the Convocation yet, Rio? Because I can't just leave us hanging. One thing I thought was like astonishing that happened was after Endwalker, when they were talking about their next expansion, which would end up being Dawntrail, when the devs, or specifically I think Yoshi P, said that that Endwalker was the end of like the Primals, like Headland Zodiac or whatever arc. I was like, oh man, that stinks. But everyone thought that meant like, oh, Amrat stuff is over. I'm like, how did people get that conclusion? I'm like, there's still so much we haven't uncovered yet. We haven't been to the actual Amrat. We still don't have some of these experiences. We don't know why the Asm of our time, which was our character, we don't even know why our character defected in the end days, the final days. Like, why did we defect? And it said that we did not respond to Vana's call, and it said that we also denied the call to become one with Zodiark. So essentially we defected, left Vana hanging, said no to the Zodiark thing, and went and did our own thing. So I don't know what we decided to do, but I had a theory a while back that perhaps we made the Crystal Tower somehow around the time of the Sundering, like maybe like the same second or something. There has to be something to it, because it says the Allagans did not make the Crystal Tower. If you did, one of the dungeons. It's just that the Allagans learned from the Crystal Tower's technologies and adapted it as their own. Or adopted it, rather. What even is this new arc supposed to be anyways? That is a good question. I have no idea what their theme was. I just know that the next expansion from Endwalker, they had said... The way they teased it was a Kryl arc and a vacation for the Warrior of Light. And we got Dawntrail. But they didn't talk about, like, what the next 10 years arc was supposed to be. Just as I assume they didn't say what the next 10 years arc was supposed to be from ARR. I think it's a surprise, but I do have a very specific theory that it might lead to us possibly seeing more for the Convocation. Ah, no, so they were saying, like, not an arc, they were saying a vacation expansion. That's not an entire arc. It would not be a 10-year vacation. That would be a nightmare. Considering this is what they consider, this is what they consider a vacation. I don't think babysitting's a vacation. Can I get a 10-year vacation IRL? Oh my gosh. Right? Honestly, like, I feel like nothing felt so compelling to me until I got to Shadowbringers, where they show you the other side of the story. That your character, that the Warrior of Light has been fighting these people for so long without knowing anything about their origins, or that they were people from the decades long ago. I feel like with their time travel stuff, they absolutely have a way to send us back to Amarat. There has to be a way. Or like a countryside place in Atheris. I feel like there has to be a way that they can do that. That said, there's still so many locations in our current Eorzea, our current Atheris, that we have not been to yet. Ooh, this one's a funny cutscene.
さて、ここが第2の区画、ゼピュロスの喝采だよ。この区画にはいくつかの保管、実験施設と観測拠点であるポイエテンオイコスがあったはずだ。
Maybe we go back in time and save all the other worlds. Oh my
その辺
gosh.
りを巡ってヘルメスの仕事ぶりを。
That would set the stage for my idea.
オレイアスじゃないか。かわいいね。
おい、また何か来たぞ。
A walking shark.
ああ、あれは新種のサメだね。先日イデアを登録したばかりのものだ。サメは海洋生物の中でも人気が高い。亜種を作ろうと挑むものが絶えなくてさ。最初はもちろん順当な考え方をされていたよ。大きさの違いだとか、異なる海域への適性を持つとかね。けれどそれにとどまらず、 挑戦者たちは空飛ぶサメを作り、賢いサメを作った。頭の数を増やし、今回のあれは手足ときた。わお、すごい。まるで無意味だ。他にやるべきことを探すようにって言いたいくらいだったけど、最終的には使命を買って承認ってことに。
Nice save and all.
危なかった。怪我はありませんでしたか？あら、あなたたち。
What?
ベ
Wait.
ーネス様、まさかこんなところで会えるなんて。
Rio, that voice. She's in the anime we're watching right now, isn't she?
この前、過去に14人委員会に属した者は、ほとんどが退任とともに星に帰っていると言っただろう。彼女はそのほとんどに含まれない稀有な例だ。かつて座にあり、
And I admire that they don't force them to go back to the star. And they allow these people to do this.
ベーネス、前代のアゼムを務めた人物だよ。
お久しぶりですね。会えて嬉しいわ。ヒトロダイウス。東大のエメトセルクの。でも
Is it really Hythlodaeus?
また眉間のシワが深くなったのではありませんか？まだ若いのに。あまり顔をしかめてばかりではいけませんよ。
あなたの後任が随分大変とてもやんちゃなもので。
あの子は元気？
It's just so amazing to see
相変わらずで
the.
すよ。この前なんて
Oh my goodness.
噴火間近の火山に突撃したりして。お聞きになります？
I want to live that moment right there that they're talking about.
よければ後で
When we
ぜひ。
jumped into the volcano with Ifrita.
それから
I want it to be like a scenario. And then we can remember that we were doing this just days after on our actual character. She's staring intently.
もしや今よりも先の時間。
Shh, keep it down. Keep it
未
down,
来から
Vinod.
来たのではありませんか？
You're not supposed to say that in front of them.
あなたに私の紡いだ魔法がかけられているのを感じます。
About
けれ
that.
どそんなことをした覚えはない。となればかけたのは今より先の私ではないかと。
Slash panic. Yeah, I know, right?
ちなみにどんな魔法なんですか？
旅人のための守りです。あらゆる状況でエーテルの変質を防ぎます。
Exactly. They don't know what primals are. And they don't know what the Blessing of Light is either, so that's double-edged sword right there. Ah! Yeah.
心当たりがあるようですね。守りの魔法は数あれど、
Oh,
あなたにかかっているそれは私の術式で間違いないでしょう。
she does
だ
know.
からといって未来から来たなどといくらなんでもありえない。
This gave her a lot to
未
go
来
off
のこ
of.
とを、あなたのことを話してはいけない？
Depends.
君が帰ってくるここは
A little
あ
bit.
くまで終末が起きたという歴史をたどった世界。 過去で何をしたところで悲劇をなかったことにはできない。
However, it did make an impact because it's an ever-ending loop. I think that's what they're going to do with the next 10 years too, is it going to be another never-ending loop.
そう。あなたが戻る未来は変わらないけれど、私たちが別の歴史を歩む可能性がある。
Exactly.
いいですね、それ。まだ誰も検証していない領域に挑むの。私は好きですよ。
She's got a point. He's like, oh great, this is just what we
そ
needed.
れに、どんな事実を知っていたとて、未来は訪れる瞬間までわからないものです。心配していただくことでもないかと。何より、わざわざここを訪れたのには、相応の大事な理由があるのでしょ。よければ話してみてはもらえませんか。力になれることがあるかもしれません。
This is the painful part, Rio. That was one grunt, huh?
まったく。それが本当なら、とん
Yeah,
だ事情を隠していたものだな。
of course. Why? That would be groundbreaking.
14人委員会としてしっかり聞かせてもらうぞ。
Oh no.
お前が何者で、どうしてここへ来たのかを。
It's just
今度こそ
painful.
な。
It's painful. They won't remember. I know, Astra. That's how I feel right now.
ひとまず落ち着ける場所に移動しましょうか。私はエルピスで働く古い知人からの依頼を受けて数日前からここに滞在しています。この先のポイエテオイコスに館を借りているので、そこへ向かいましょう。大丈夫。この出会いはきっと間違いじゃないわ。
It'll be
そう
alright,
でなけれ
Astra.
ば、こんなわかりやすい目印をつけて過去の自分の近くに向かわせたりしません。
She didn't exactly send us though. It was
わかりますよ。
Elidibus.
他でもなく私の考えですもの。
I mean, actually, no, so, yeah, that does make sense, never mind. She essentially sent us out in the beginning. Man. This is the hard part. Harmless stray familiar. As far as I'm concerned, this nebulous talk of the future and this changing history, that can wait. First, I mean to find out exactly who you are and what you hope to achieve here. Oh my gosh. I'm deathly curious to hear more. Oh no. Ugh. I love the landscape here. Wish you could like just land in the tree up there, but I forgot I can't fly. Oh, I can't even show you guys. Where is this little guy? Looking for a Spriggan. Or Orei. Did I just run over the concept crystal? I can hardly see it. There it is. problem you present is vexing enough without adding the old asm into the equation. And she wonders why these lines upon my brow grow deeper when she herself wields the hammer and chisel. Oh my gosh. The Asms, both mentor and student, are a force to be reckoned with. I find them a delight, personally. But they have a habit of making a Metzelk look as if he bit on a sour grape. Bit down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, she just got so happy. Yep, that's just us. Yep. That's why we hold this seat. You know, I think that what they did with the whole Asm thing was really creative. A really creative way of putting the player into a kind of like, well, I mean, obviously it's a main character position. But, I find it very interesting the creative liberty they have with it. It really makes you feel kind of tied into the story. Like, it ropes you into it. Like, it makes you kind of ponder it more. Also, yeah, about what you said earlier, Rio, that maybe we go back in time and save all the other worlds. That'd be a great idea. And then we realize, like, something happens or something, like, where we do end up having, like, a rejoining that happens to our character. Not the whole worlds, but, like, our character. Through that time. And then it somehow, like, I don't know, maybe reminds us of our past or something. Because our memories are fragmented, too. I think all our memories are fragmented. I'm pretty sure Fan Daniel and, he wasn't even fully... No, he had a crystal. He had to have had a crystal or something. Help him remember. But no, I think that'd be a really interesting story. Like, I'm really interested to see where they go with this whole thing. Like, the rest of the story. Especially because I had this whole theory, which I was actually starting to make into this, like, fan manga thing. And I never finished it, but I thought it would be funny. Like, our character wakes up. Maybe we have a dream or something where we customize our ancient form for these cutscenes. And then we'd wake up, like, after customizing our ancient form, and we'd be like, wait, where are we and what are we doing here? And we're in, like, some clinic, some Martin, like, clinic. And, some of the convocation, they're like, oh, there you are, like, you've been knocked out. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, perhaps, during the time, maybe after the volcano thing, I don't know. Just in general, like... Probably before, though, because, like, I feel like it'd be really cool if they had a scenario where we got to do the volcano thing with Ifrita. Like, I can imagine that as a scenario. You sneak in there, grab one of La Habrea's concepts from, what, I think it was Pandemonium or something. You grab one of his concepts, and then you unleash it in the volcano to stop it from erupting. Of course, we claimed it was for the grapes, but it was actually for the, I believe, the people that were there. I think if you read the Unending Tale or whatever on, what was it? Tales from the Dawn or something? Or Tales from something? It was on their website, I believe. The Final Fantasy website. And essentially they had a tale that talked about, I think Themis, the seat of Elidibus, was like laughing or something. Like he just found it amusing, despite having to clean up after us, because it seems like the convocation was pretty I don't know. They still understand that, like, yeah, the seat of Azim is still an important seat to have, but they all seem to have this belief that Azim is kind of a troublemaker. But I'd say that Azim is just a little bit reckless rather than straight up troublemaker. I think they're just a little bit reckless in their decision making. But for the most part, they do seem like they always make like interesting, creative choices to fixing people's problems. Like stealing La Habrea's concept, for instance. And I just feel like they all put up with Azim in a way that, like, they kind of silently appreciate them. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Like, I really like the whole concept of it. Oh, yeah, that's why we get these headaches. Wait, what was that for the... Which part was that? In response to, meaning? Sorry, I kept yapping. What was that in response to? Because we went back in time type of thing? And we know the future? Because that would make sense. Because, yeah, I said we were fragmented, yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably what you're responding to, right? That could be... That actually sounds like something. The fragmented memories, lol. Yeah. Yeah, I think that could be. Because we could be remembering stuff from the past, but also technically it's from the future. That's weird, yeah. Anywho, I do wish that we had, more Amarat stuff. Rio, don't you think it'd be cool if we could grow our own Elpis flowers? And then we can make them into not just one type of thing, but like corsage, like a headpiece, earrings, necklace, and bracelet. Like the first flower to have all four. I feel like that'd be a really cool idea. And of course, having the different colors you can grow, that could like symbolize the emotion of your character, right? That is my favorite part about it. They have a white color, they have the black color for despair, they have the purple for sadness, I think yellow was hope or joy or something, and then green was... maybe green was joy, I think yellow was hope or something. I just really love seeing like all the different colors of it and stuff. And I would absolutely I would wear that on my character. I would make sure there's a Elpis accessory of any kind on my character at all times. Like, especially a necklace or a corsage. Preferably both, but I can also picture them as earrings, though. Or a bracelet. Why did she have a ... after saying that? Long ago, when I held the seat of Azim, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys had lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor, ... That is what I'm referring to. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. This is what brings me to Elpis. In fact, many times has my presence been requested, my opinions sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Yes, I agree with the last thing she said too. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is that the way one thing leads to another. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, yes, I would of course agree. That's why I have the, that's why I have the one saying that I made up on a quote in my, adventure plate in Alfie. sometimes the least expected moments are the best, or something. Something along those lines. Sometimes the best moments are the least expected, yeah. I think this will be our last cutscene, if we can make it to the cutscene. Heartbreakers! They probably call them something different. Can I see what they're called? Wait. Oh, I accidentally clicked too fast. She didn't say it though. Oh, it's not saying that they are here either. Actually, I think I will just end the stream right about here when we get this aetheryte. I think this is probably a longer cutscene, but this is also such a, an important one, I think. I'd like to be able to, like, fully pay attention to it and everything. I'd like to take a break and whatnot. So I'm probably gonna hop off now. It's funny because when we first met Vanilla in one of the last cutscenes you had, that was the moment I realized we are the new Asm, since it said for me, said she for me, but he for Theo. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I thought was interesting, is even before, back in Shadowbringers Rio, I think they would talk about Asm, and they had she and he. Just because we all went up together, we figured it out that female and male had different responses. It's weird saying he, because I'm used to seeing she. But of course I'm on my male Viera, so it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, no, they were doing that in Shadowbringers too. I just remember so many people saying like, no, we are not Asm. Are you out of your mind? I'm like, we are Asm. They talk about it. It's gender locked. Like, what are you talking about? Why would it change if your character changes? Yeah, I guess not sure when it was, because it was one of those cutscenes. Yeah, yeah. There was definitely one in Shadowbringers too, though. But yeah, I just think it's funny that so many people were like, no, it's not that. We had inside info because we could see each other's. I know, exactly! Like, that was the best part, actually. Like, probably one of my favorite parts of going up together is we got to see, like, all the gender differences. Whereas, I wouldn't have thought a thing. Also, in the Asm step, when you're talking to, what's his name? Little Sun, he has a different response entirely if you're female when you first meet him, as opposed to if you're male. It's actually quite crazy. Maybe even disturbing, possibly. I think he suspects, you as his Nama, if you're a girl. And essentially, if you're a guy, he just says he has no use for you. And I'm like, what? Or something really weird like that. Like, it's an entirely different tone change. Like, what? You just called me a what now? Yeah. I think it was like Nhama or something. Nama. His moon or something. Because of the sun and moon revelation, whatever they have in Asm Step. But no, I just thought it was so funny, like, wait, what? There are, like, complete differences? It's just like, Rio, I don't know if you saw, I think you definitely saw this the other day, but when I was doing, Endwalker MSQ just the other day, I'm so used to seeing the cutscene with Metzelk and Hythlodaeus at the first time in, Elpis, when they said, I think Hythlodaeus said, I think you, I think it needs a little bit more, like, Aether, it's too small still, or something like that. I'm like, excuse me? As a Lalafell be like? But they didn't say anything weird like that when I was, on Ozja. Something like, it might need a little bit more height. I think he said, I'm only doing it to fit the proportions, or something weird like that. Yeah, it's a completely different reaction. Yeah, yeah. That's why I was like, wait, what? I think he was like, oh, you could have made it a bit taller. But in this time he said, oh, I see you made up for the height adjustment. You did very well, or something like that. And then he still says the proportions thing, but... At least Hythlodaeus didn't say that. I think it's still on the small side. For Lalafell. I think there's also some side quests here that, if you're a Viera, they mention your Viera ears. If I remember correctly, because I think Theo was a Viera when he played through this. Yeah, I just realized I don't think I have any other race up to this point right now besides... Actually, wait, female Hrothgar. I wonder what they're going to say to that. Oh, I want to see that now. But yeah, I think I will get going for today. I kind of want to just like chill now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. This was possibly Chilling with My Viera Part 24. I might change that in the future. I don't know if I'm going to include the fishing videos as part of the Chilling with My Viera series. But at the same time, it's also still inside the playlist, like I was saying at the beginning of this stream. It's just the name difference. But yeah, this was day 229 of streaming every single day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys later. See you.